This recording is for a 10th grade global history class. This is homework that I translated from English to Spanish. Okay, did you read it yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So just like before, I have the questions in blue. Do you want to read the questions first and then try to find the answers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just more like quickly.
Yeah.
To do.
I agree. It takes a long time to read everything. All right. How did the military manage to take control of Japan? ¿Cómo se las arreglaron los militares para tomar el control de Japón? So there are two paragraphs here.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't pay attention.
Also, I think the most important thing is cuando golpeó la Gran Depresión, se culpó al gobierno. I think that's why the military was successful. Oh, let me do that right now. I'm going to pause this. Okay, so how did the military manage to take control of Japan? ¿Estás escribiendo a tu novia?
Yeah. I think she hasn't. Yeah, because she has to part. She's going to see if she wants something. Because she want to talk to me. I'm sorry.
You can tell her she can come in here if she wants. Okay.
I'm just going to copy.
That works. So it's kind of a situation of the Great Depression happened and people were very scared. So it seems to me that that's why the military got control. I'm going to close the door again. Okay, so I think it helps to highlight the important parts so that you can easily find it. Oh, you're on the next one. question are you on?
No, the second one.
Okay, so why did they need new territories? That one, there's only one paragraph.
Oh, it does get more like raw materials, market,
No, you're fine. Your pronunciation is good. So raw materials and markets for its goods. Goods significa productos or products. Also, I think it's porque querían resolver los problemas económicos del país. Good. Expansión extranjera. So that's why they needed new territory, because they had economic problems. Okay, next. Why didn't the League of Nations stop Japan after the attack on Manchuria? ¿Por qué la Liga de Naciones no detuvo a Japón después del ataque a Manchuria? It's pronounced condemned.
Condemned, Japanese aggression, but it had no power to force its decisions.
Good. I noticed there was a typo there in it. So let me show you real quick here. You've probably seen this before, but we have its and its. So usually when you have an apostrophe, it's a possessive form, like my name, Kayla, like Kayla's computer. But for its and it's a little bit different. The first one, this is actually the possessive one. So when they're saying, where was that? Its decisions. So the decisions belong to it. It is the league. The other form of its, the one that's it apostrophe s, that one is the abbreviation it is. Like when I say it's 3 o'clock, I mean it is 3 o'clock. Like this. So that's the difference. So what you found there was it had no power to enforce its decisions. You can copy that part. That's your answer. I don't know if anyone need to use this room. Hello. Do you need to use this classroom? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me just tell your teacher I'll be getting out of here. Okay, there's a class that needs to come in here.
Okay.
Okay, so we found the answer for that one. Okay, so the next one, what happened during the event known as the Rape of Nanjing? ¿Qué sucedió durante el evento conocido como la violación de Nanjing? No problem.
Que dice las tropas japonesas mataron a decenas
Mhm.
de soldados civiles capturados. The Japanese trap killed 10,000 of
Captured. Many times when there's a T in the middle of a word, it sounds like ch, almost like the CH sound. Captured. There's a spelling error there, soldiers. Also, Japanese troops. The two O's together, that often sounds like ooh. Sometimes it sounds like Let me show you some examples. Book, look, foot. So in these cases, the two O's sound like otherwise they sound like ooh. For example, food and troops. Okay, so Japanese troops, let's see, they killed people. You can copy that into your answer. What? Oh, because porque. I didn't even notice. Let's see. Yeah, to take American naval bases in Pearl Harbor. Let me see. There might be more to this. Look at the first paragraph. Ansioso por continuar su expansión en el sudeste asiático, Japón miró a las colonias europeas en el Pacífico para su próxima parada. So, anxious to continue their expansion into Southeast Asia. I think that is also a part of the answer. They wanted to take control of more territory. So for that question, why did the Japanese attack Americans at Pearl Harbor? Because they wanted more territory.
¿Estás ahí?
You territory, you had it correct with a Y at the end.
Oh, okay. Like this?
Yes.
Okay.
What did you write?
Just to take my hands level base, so okay, like that.
Yes, that's perfect. What happened in the incident known as the Bataan Death March? ¿Qué sucedió en el incidente conocido como la Marcha de la Muerte de Bataan? Also include, I think for this one, you can't copy things. You have to just restate it because you kind of have to summarize all of this. So the Japanese took prisoners, and there were too many prisoners. This is important. A 60-mile march. There's a lot of spelling and grammar errors in here. A 60-mile march of the already badly weakened prisoners. They had to move them to a new place because they had too many prisoners and not enough space for them. A lot of them died from disease. Some of them were murdered, Filipinos and Americans. Okay, so the march, the Bataan Death March, was they moved prisoners from one place to another because they didn't have enough space. Many people died from disease or being murdered. You could say they moved prisoners. Yep. Because you can say to another place or yeah. Because they didn't have enough space. Yep, good. It's one of those OUGH words. And people died from disease and murder.
Like this.
Yep. And murder. M-U-R-D-E-R.
R-D-E-R.
Yes.
Wait, is with the O?
No, that's not a word.
Okay.
I don't know why it suggested that. Next. Let me show you something here. The question has a small error in it. So the person's last name was Nimitz, and they want the possessive form. It needs to have an apostrophe and an S. So sometimes people get confused because, like, for example, my last name, Jacobs, ends with an S. You still follow the same rule, apostrophe and then S. So some people think, oh, well, I just do it like this. I put the apostrophe here and then the S, but that's not correct because my name is Jacobs, not Jacob. Same with Nimitz. Even though it ends with a Z, you still put apostrophe S. Okay, so what was Nimitz's plan for attacking the Japanese at the Midway Islands? ¿Cuál era el plan de Nimitz para atacar a los japoneses en las Islas Midway? Okay. That's okay. Okay. I have not read this yet, so I'm looking at what you're reading. The second paragraph? Okay. Okay, so Nimitz permitió que el enemigo lanzara el primer ataque. In English, Nimitz allowed the enemy to launch the first strike. Yes, but let's see, why did he do that? Okay, so
I think it's because everyone do that because enemy tired.
yeah.
They can attack.
Also, Nimitz fue superado en el número 4-1 en barcos y aviones. Nimitz was outnumbered 4-1 in ships and planes. Okay, so I think write both of those. Nimitz was outnumbered, so he allowed the enemy to attack first. That's perfect. All right, next. Who won the Battle of Midway? ¿Quién ganó la batalla de Midway? That one will be easy. Yeah, because it doesn't say the United States won, but it says the strategy was a success. Avenged. It's like the comic book characters, the Avengers. Yes. We're almost done. Why did the Americans, here's another mistake. This is important. Most people get this wrong. So you will see this all the time. There's no apostrophe here because it's not possessive. It's the plural form. There's one American, many Americans. Okay, so why did the Americans drop the bomb instead of invading Japan? No. So look at the first paragraph. Go up a little bit. Los asesores del presidente Truman le habían informado que la invasión de la patria japonesa podría costar a los aliados $500,000 de vidas. So it's because a lot of people would die. So the English part, an invasion of the Japanese homeland might cost the Allies 500,000 lives. You can just copy that part. Also, it says the A bomb would bring the war to the quickest possible end. And then the last one, this is your opinion. Based upon the battles you read about today, which battle do you think was most important to the outcome of the war in the Pacific, and why? Yeah, the Battle of Midway. So you can write, I think the Battle of Midway was the most important. That's correct.
Okay.
But use a capital J because for English we always use capitals for the names of countries and the adjectives for countries. Avenge. Change that A to an E.
Oh, this one?
No. Avengge
Oh, E.
D. So the Americans avenged the attack. ¿Cómo se dice en español? Avengaron.
Vengaron. Se
Vengaron.
vengaron.
Se vengaron. Okay. So that's a cognate between Spanish and English.
So
You just pronounce the G differently.
so it's
What does it say? My eyesight's really bad. I can't see it. The battle of Midway is most important. Okay. Make that capital. Battle and Midway should have capital letters. And then attacked, past tense. Put ed on the end of attack. Good. That's perfect. You can turn it in now. I'll stop this recording and